Hello everyone, welcome to the South African simGT series last chance qualifier, the LCQ for round 3 of the championship at Road Atlanta. There's no actual racing this evening, but there is a qualifying session with the top 6 from the 2 sessions running at the moment simultaneously, LCQ 1 and 2, and of course we had running last evening as well, and the top 6 from those combined sessions will fill the remaining 6 slots, empty slots remaining to complete the grid for Monday evening's racing. So at the moment we have Wayne Wortley. He is running top in LCQ1 with a 21.179. Then Amrish Sinarain with a 21.887. Chris Heineke 21.934. And so that's your top 3. Hugo David with a 22.4. Mark McGee in 5th and Jamal Gondor in 6th position at the moment. And in your picture screen there we've got the LCQ2 session. And in that session we have Kerry Crawford joining to the championship since a bit of a break of racing, but he's back and he's done a 21.364. Bongi Mbida with a 21.657, Osman Flee with a 23.389. So Gerrit and Bongi will be placed 2nd and 3rd in fact, so knocking off Mark McGee and Jamal Gondor off the top 6 position at the moment in this session. We have Jamal Gondor on track at the moment in the SRME Porsche, and he is 2/10 up on his best delta time at the moment. So looking good for a 22.9 if he can keep this up, and improving all the time. He's got Amrish Sinarain just behind him, but Jamal's going to improve here, and he goes 5th in LCQ1. And he's done a 22.7. But it's not quite good enough to claim their top 6 result. But this time Quentin Horoff also on track in the Synergy Racing Audi R8. Chris Heineke on track, not bettering his delta time that time. In fact, that's an outlap, I think. Amrish Sinarain 2/10 up or down in his best delta time. Chris Heineke is coming through. Complete that outlap. Reaper Ghostworks car. the LCQ2 server. It is Kerry Crawford fastest with a 21.364, Bongi Mabida with a 21.657, and Osman Philly with a 23.389. So that would put Gerrit and Bongi third and fourth fastest at the moment, pushing out Gandor and Magia for the moment. And I'm going to do some maths and take into account what's happened last evening in the first session. Of course, we have to take that into account to work out the top 6 overall from all the sessions combined. So yesterday's best time was set by Gabriel Rousseau with a 1 minute 20.492. So that puts him still quickest of all. Then we have Wayne Wortley with a 21.058. So Wayne's still safe with that second position. Chris Heineke with a 22.716. He's in fact better that time with a 21.739 this evening. So he still maintains that third position fastest. But if we take into account what's happening in LCQ2, where Gerrit Crawford's at our 21.364. And Bongi Mabida is at a 21.657. So as this stands out now, the combined standings is Gabriel Rousseau in first, Wayne Wortley in second, Hira Crawford in third position, Bongi Mabida in fourth, and Chris Heineke in fifth position. And Hugo de Wit in sixth, if I'm not mistaken, with a 22.416. There's your standings at the moment. Gabriel from Wayne, from Gerrit, from Bongi, from Chris Heineke, from Hugo de Wit. There's your top 6 overall. So as we develop the live streaming for this LCQ session, I'll make it a bit better in following live streams and how we communicate the results, because it is all fast and frantic. Trying to keep track of 2 servers at once, and the session from last evening as well. But it's all exciting stuff here, and it's very close indeed, as you can see from the leaderboard. Gerrit Crawford now going even faster with a 21 dead, so that moves him up into second position overall. So cracking lap time there by Gerrit Crawford for RPM Sim Racing 2, the second team. Bonga Mbida is still there with the 21.657, so he is still in fourth position if I'm not mistaken. Osman Fali third in LCQ 2 this evening. He's done a 23.189. Not quite good enough to get into the top 6 overall, unfortunately. Bonga Mbida has gone slightly faster with a 21.547. See, I'm Rain there making contact with another car. Don't know if the other one is a bit too slow. Unable to get around that car, but we have Merlin Haroff, our sole lady entrant in the South African simGT series, and what a pleasure it is to have her racing with us. And a stunning looking livery in the Audi R8 for Synergy Racing. And she's currently in 8th position this session, and no doubt enjoying her racing. Hugo de Wit currently 5th in LCQ 1, day 2. Still hanging on to that overall top 6 spot to get onto the South African simGT series grid for the race on Monday evening. And of course, if the guys don't make the split, then they'll be able to race on Wednesday evening in the South African simGT Challenge. And both races will be live streamed on Monday and Wednesday evening. You're very welcome to join us, and join us in the YouTube live comments. Okay, Amrish Sinarain has done a 21.387. So I think that puts him 4th overall, if I'm not mistaken. So Amrish is safe at the moment. As I try and keep track of what's going on. So I'm trying to keep track of what happened last night and what's happening on 2 different servers this evening. So send to Amrish Sinran in the chat. Amrish, just go for it. Push as hard as you can. I think the times will drop a bit. There's still half an hour remaining in the session. So what Sugar David now leaving the pit lane for another run, no doubt, off on an outlap. So we're still 37 minutes remaining in this session. 37 minutes remaining for each driver to secure a spot on the grid for Monday's race. But Wayne Wortley looking very impressive in the Nissan GTR. First time we've seen the Nissan come on strong in this championship, and Wayne Wortley of Dintran Motorsport is making their car work well. Currently just slightly up on his best Delta time. Let's see if we can get a good run through this left right-hander up the hill under the bridge. And he's not going to improve, I don't think. Can he get the power down in the big Nissan? No, he can't quite do it. Will he improve now? 11/100ths of a second slower than his best time. The best time this evening, he did it 21.058 last night, which still stands, of course. LCQ2, so it is still here at Crawford quickest. He's done 21 dead. It's good enough to put him second overall from the combined sessions. So Crawford really on it here at Road Atlanta. Bargain maybe just on a 21.372. Hansman Fully on a 22.924. Mercenary's back on track. He's actually bettering his delta time slightly. Good run through turn 1. Turn 2 now. Attacking the curves nice and aggressive, almost too aggressive as the Audi R8 gets some air. Oh, he's lost it. Off goes Amrish. So you'll no doubt try again. Back with Wayne Wortley is not quite able to improve. Trying to get everything out there. Listen as much as he can. And Gregor, a man from Mauritius, still not able to improve on his best lap time. He's a second on his best lap time. Merlin Haroff is now 2.7 seconds quicker than her best time. So always improving is Merlin as she hits the wall, unfortunately, as I say that. Oh. Chris Heineken now. Also getting that section wrong. That turn 2 is very tricky to get right. It's almost a blind right-hander, and it sort of creeps up on you, and you sort of beginning your turn in blind to the apex, and very often it can catch you out. Chris now. Down the long back straight. Now we're in the braking for this tight left-hander. It's very late in the brakes. Clips the apex nicely. And second apex as well. Just get a good drive under the bridge you go, and then down the hill once again. He's going to slightly improve, will he? Won't, but he started this lap well. But unfortunately loses time out of that last section. Get as much as possible out of that Reaper. Goes to Audi R8. All very quiet in the LCQ 2, so everyone's staying in the pits except for Osman Fali. He's out doing a lap time. Look at the LCQ 2 server now. Have a look at Osman Fali. He's still down there with the 22.621, so he has improved somewhat. So not quite quick enough to take it to the top 6 overall, unfortunately. Osman gets it wrong into the wall. He's damaged the car quite badly, so he'll be getting back to the pits. Here, Crawford's back out in the lap. See what he can do. Brand new car, hasn't even done the livery just yet, but that car will be all painted up for Monday's evening's race. It looks as if he's going to make the grid. Carrot abandoning that lap. Let's go back to the LCQ 1 server. Chris Heineke's on a lap now. Just started. Oh, he's about to end a lap. He's going to improve. No, he's just started a new lap. Beg your pardon. He's up 10th on his best lap time so far. And still better. Improving this time around. Okay, so at the moment the overall standings is Gabriel Rousseau with a 20.492. Then comes Herrick Crawford with a 21 dead. Wayne Wortley with a 21.058 that he did last evening. Wangi Mabida with a 21.372. Amrish Sinarain with a 21.387. And Chris Heineke completes the top 6 overall from both sessions with a 21.734. 739, I beg your pardon. So there's a bit of a gap from, I'd say, second place back. No, actually, it's from second back. This Gabriel's got 0.6 on the rest of the field. And then just 0.7 of a second separating the next 5. So it's all very tight and all to play for. Look at Herrick Crawford in the LCQ 2 server. He's on the way. He's on a flying lap. Carrot not improving on that lap round. Still, he's actually on an out lap, I beg your pardon. He's starting a flying lap now. A tenth of a second down his best delta so far. Carrot won't improve this lap, I don't think. No. As we watch Wayne Wortley now, he's up a 10th. Looking to better his time from yesterday evening if he can. Chris Heineke now up at 10th as well. But he's just starting that lap. He's got a good run out of there. He'll really improve all the way down the hill and through this tight and twisty section. Now half a second down his best delta time. Arthur van der Vesta is now up into 4th in this session with a 22.241. Not quite good enough for the top 6 of the combined sessions, unfortunately. Here Crawford getting it all wrong in the LCQ 2 over there. Pushing very hard, trying to get that RPM Sim Racing team Audi hooked up. With a good run down the main straight. He's up hundredths of a second. Now a tenth of a second up on his best out. Still a good run. Perhaps he's found something in the setup. To get this section right. No, he's losing time all the time now. Okay, now he's gaining back. You can see the performance delta time jumping up and down. Now it's green. That means it's improving. Last time, unfortunately, so a slight area through that section. Jamal's not going to improve this time around. Gregor is up at 10 of a second, his best lap time. So now everyone's aiming for that 21.739 done by Chris Heineke. He is the top 6 runner, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to verify all the lap times after this session and confirm the results tomorrow. It's a bit hectic to keep on track of everything, but from what I understand is Chris Heineke, who's on that 6th position spot. That 21.739 is what everybody needs to beat at the moment to make the top split for Monday evening's racing, the South African simGT series, round 3 here at Road Atlanta. 14 of the drivers have already qualified through doing well in the South African Sim M2 series. And also the last South African simGT challenge round, in which the top 3 earned a spot on the series split grid for this race coming up. And we've just got just over 13 minutes remaining of this session. I'm keeping an eye on here at Crawford. At the moment. In fact, Bunky Mabita's on a 21.372. Yes, that's still his lap time from before. So it is still that 21.739 that everyone's trying to get. Good to see Bungy Mabita joining the championship in the Netcare 911 Porsche. So great to see him back racing at SimRace South Africa. Gregor has parked it. I'm not quite sure why he's done that. We're going to watch Hugo de Wit of Need Luck Racing in the white Audi R8. That 21.739 is still the time to beat Chris Heineke, hanging on top 6 at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. But from what I understand, that is what everyone needs to beat at the moment. The man who's just missing out in the sort of top 7 overall is Arthur van der Westhuizen, if not mistaken. He's with a 22.241. So he has a good half a second to find in the next 10 minutes if he is to knock Chris Heineke off that top 6 spot. Just getting on roll, starting again. Pandora starting another lap. Hugo David rejoins the track. Emerson ran in the pits, and Arthur van der Westhuizen, I beg your pardon, is in the pit lane. He's probably looking at his setup and see where he can find that half a second. Doesn't have a lot of time remaining. Got a good, perhaps time for another 7 laps. Gandor now up 2/10 in his lap time. Still nowhere near the 21.739 that he has to reach. Now he's a good half a second faster. Can he maintain his momentum? Let's see what he can do. Oh, at 21.887, that's a whole lot better, but still a 10th shy of what he needs. Those top 6 for now are Gabriel, Gerrit, Wayne, Bongi, Amrish, and Chris Heineke. Those are the top 6. I see Chris Heineke is in a 21.480, so he improves lap time wise but not position wise. But that perhaps has taken it out of reach from anybody else trying to threaten his top 6 result here in the last chance qualifier for Monday evening's racing. Arthur van der Westhuizen still in the pit lane. He's got an issue. He's just trying to work out what he's going to do with the setup for his final run. Heineke now does a 21.342. That puts him right up into 4th position. Yeah, so Chris Heineke goes 4th overall. He knocks Bongi into 5th and Amrish into 6th position. So now Amrish Sinare is under pressure with his 21.387. And suddenly Jamal Gandor's coming on song with it. He's done a 21.8. So he's good 4/10 of a second behind Sinare. But seeing how Gandor has improved, it's not beyond him, I don't think. So it's all coming down. Yo, the times are very close together. There's almost nothing in it. Peter on the LCQ2 stream now with its sort of the 21.372. And he's a 10th, second down his best ultimate at the moment. So perhaps preparing for a final couple of runs. He's got 4 minutes remaining. David will not improve on that lap, I don't think. Heineke is a bit quicker now as well. So Heineke is starting to put the hammer down, getting to grips with the circuit. Big slide there, and he gets it all wrong. Off he goes. Gandor still in the wall. Wayne Wortley now up 0.2 of a second. Really starting to make that Nissan GTR work nicely. I expect him to be strong in the race. I'm going to stay with him. Down there we're going to braking. Stopped nicely, turned in. He's losing a bit of time, looking for a good drive. No, he's gaining. Nice run here by Wayne Wortley. He's going to improve. He's going to be into the 20s pretty easily. Wortley does a 27.92. So he goes 2nd overall from the combined session. 27.92. Make a note here to keep track of what's going on. So the overall standings from the combined session so far are Gabriel Rousseau with a 20.492, Wayne Wortley with a 20.792, Kerry Crawford with a 21 dead, Chris Heineke with a 21.342, Bongi with a 21.372, and Amrish Sinare with a 21.387. There's your top 6 overall. It's as I understand it now. I will confirm those results tomorrow. Check our website at simracesa.co.za for that article, which will be published, if not tomorrow morning, it will be in the afternoon. So Sinarain's now in the bubble. He with his 21.387. But he's looking to improve here. He's slightly up, and although he's losing a bit of time down the back straight. Let's see what he can do with that mixed racing Audi R8. So it's going to improve slightly, but it won't be significant. So it does a 29.368, so just 200ths of a second faster. So if you're wondering why you're watching two screens, one big one, one small one, the big one is the LCQ 1 session, and the smaller one is the LCQ 2 session. Two sessions running exactly the same time. You are watching this live on YouTube. It's just getting it all wrong, hitting the wall, damaging that Audi quite a bit. Oh, and Gregor does well to avoid Cinerain. This is the last chance qualifier for round 3 of the South African simGT series. That race happening this Monday evening from 8:30. You're invited to watch it live. And there'll be another race on Wednesday evening in the South African simGT Challenge. That's for the drivers not making the top split, of which top 6 from these combined sessions will go through. And we're into overtime here. And I don't think anyone's going to upset Cinerain in his top 6 overall position. Gandor's, I think he's called it quits. Gandor's not going to take it to Cinerain. Let's have a look and see what's happening in the other server. And that session coming to an end. So LCQ 2 is over and done with. And so is this server LCQ 1. Right, so as I have it now, it is overall. It is Gabrisso, fastest of all, with a 24.92. Wayne Wortley with a second with a 27.92. Kira Crawford with a 21 dead. Chris Heineck with a 21.342. Bogi Mabita with a 21.372. And Amr Shannon with a 21.368. So those are the provisional results. For now, those 6 going through to the South African simGT series split on Monday evening, our top split at SimRace South Africa. Well, for me, Jason Holden-Jones, thank you very much for watching and joining me for the final 45 minutes of the LCQ session. And don't forget to watch the racing live next week on Monday from 8:30 for the South African simGT series, and then Wednesday from 8:30 for the South African simGT Challenge. Well, then, until then, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back here next week for some racing action. Well, until then, goodbye for now.